A medley is a varied mixture of things. A melody is a sequence of single notes that is musically satisfying. As a choir kid, I am moderately familiar with both. One could say that a medley is a melody. There's already a music term for medley. Oh, I didn't know that. Melodies are subjective to what pleases your ears. I like the compositions of the wonderful artist Sheena Ringo. However, you may like something different. Music that kicks ass is what people favor. However, I like music that can absolutely massacre people. I'm here at the arena in 3rd C with Melody, which is a legendary fruit. I'm not sure what the price is in the black market. I got it permanent. I traded something for it. So yeah, here we are. As a legendary fruit, it comes with 5 skills, one being a flight, and then a basic attack, or M1, which is pretty standard for a legendary. It's nothing out of the ordinary. And it's nothing out of the ordinary either. It's pretty just average, just your 4 hits. It does like about, oh yeah, also here are my stats. I don't have max in, fruit, so, it's supposed to deal like around like 9,000, but considering I don't have max stats in my fruit, it doesn't deal that much. And then our first skill, which is Harmonic Wave, it's much like the first skill in Do, where it just sends out like a beam. And when I say it's much like the first skill in Do, what I mean is it will grab your enemy and do that with them. It's actually really good for comboing. It's a really good combo extender. So like what I do is like if I hit someone in Infernal Dive, I'll do that, and then like depending on how far it sends them, I'll use like Feather Storm or Acoustic Sphere. Anyways, our second skill, Groove Pulse. Now, originally, I was like, wow, this skill is pretty ass. But then the more and more I use it, I was like, you know what? This might actually be one of the best skills on this fruit. Because not only does, what's a good way of explaining this? You just like set it on the ground or in the air, but it's harder to set it in the air, and it'll spawn a disco ball and do some stuff. Surprisingly, the range is actually bigger than what it looks like. Just like a little bit bigger, and it goes up and down too, kinda. And basically, what it does is it does a good amount of hits. Almost taking away dodges, I'm not sure. I'm blanking. And it stuns the enemy. Which is really good. It's kinda hard to hit. That's how most of the skills are on Melody. You need something to lead most of the skills into, except for Acoustic Sphere. But it is nice to have something to lead it into. This is how many hits it does in the damage. Oh, never mind. It quite literally does break through observation. Whoops. It's like I said, it's like, I feel like this move is going to be slept on a lot. But it's really good. Wait, did it always do that little damage? Anyways, this skill, I can't figure out how the hell to use it for the life of me. Note Gatling, it just sends out a couple notes. It's really annoying on Xbox or PlayStation because you can't really see where you're aiming. The notes are really small. Why am I so laggy? If I do this, you can just like, yeah, you really can't see the notes. But, it's a really iffy skill. This is most definitely the weakest skill on Melody. I mean, it looks cool. Like, really cool. But, like, it's most definitely one of the weaker skills. Hold on, let me see if I can fix. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so laggy. But the next skill. This is pretty much the bread and butter of Melody. If you fight any Melody user, and if you get anywhere near them, they will spam this. No doubt about it. It's a really cool skill. I love this. You like have a little domain expansion, and then like it's like a discotheque kind of like layout there. Really cool. It has an extremely large range too, up, down. Although if you use this in the air, like if I use the air first, and if you use it, anything beneath this floor won't be hit. So like it looks like an extremely big area, but you only get half of that. Because like, you know, it wouldn't be fair if you just like have an entire area just like a dead zone. Well, not dead zone, like a kill zone. So it's only above the dance floor. That's the only part where you can hit people. It does really good amounts of damage. Like Snow Awakens skill, you can walk out of it. Where are we? You can walk out of it and stuff, and yeah, but it does an insane amount of hits for how big the area is, much like Snow's. It quite literally is just Snow's, but I would argue to say this is a little bit better because there is no sound cue. It's just instant, which is really nice, especially like if you're using like a teleport and you just like get on them. It's just instant. Although I think it takes a little bit to if they're slow on like realizing what the hell's going on, they're kind of screwed. Now, this is gonna sound weird, but unironically, the best skill in Melody is probably Harmonic Flight. Now, it's quite literally just your regular flight move. You press it and it goes. Nothing special about it. But the thing that's like crazy about it is, for some reason, I don't know how the hell this works, but when someone has their dodges on, and if you're just in the vicinity of them, it'll take away their dodges. It won't even shoot the pellets at them. It'll just like remove their dodges. Not like disable them, but like it'll just like get rid of them without showing the pellets or anything. So like this is kind of a really good move to get rid of people's dodges. And not only that, it does damage too. A good amount of damage. It's kind of hard to loop around. But you can see that it's doing a good amount of hits. And like, not only can it like remove dodges, not only can it remove dodges, it also moves you and does really good damage to the enemy. It all for like, and the cooldown is almost non-existent too. Actually, most of the cooldowns are non-existent, so. But, yeah. Honestly, in order of skills from best to worst, it's most definitely Harmonic Flight, Acoustic Square. Groove Pulse and Harmonic Wave are kind of like tied for third, and then Note Gatling. To explain this more in depth, Harmonic Wave is mobility, dodge, drain, moderate damage, and possible damage mitigation. That's what it's good for. Harmonic Sphere is good for AoE, dodge, drain, good damage, instant activation, and style points. Groove Pulse is good for insane, dodge, drain, easy to combo off of stun or Harmonic Wave, but it's hard to hit in the air. Harmonic Wave is awesome for combos, moderate stun, instant activation, but hard to hit. And it puts distance between you and your enemy. And then for Note Gatling, it's hard to hit, hard to see on console, but it maybe has auto tracking. Note Gatling is only good when like you can see your enemy on the ground and stuff, and you can really get them. But other than that, it's kind of ass. Now in terms of combos, well, in terms of usage, really, let's go usage first. This is what I would like to call a generalist fruit. It could be really good in anything. It'll be good in raids or dungeons now. Just regular farming, PvP, as I've tested several times with my friend. It's good for anything, really. Except boss hunting. The set sales and stuff. it's not exactly good for that. For the sole purpose, because, like, I mean, like, you can still use it, don't get me wrong. Like I said, generalist, you can still use it. It's just that a lot of the skills are more, like, grab, kind of, like, targets, like, a single, like, small player. I would definitely, like, prefer, it's like, I don't want to say it's like Phoenix, but, like, in the way, like, it's better against, like, regular hitbox enemies. Acoustic Sphere is good, because, especially for, like, Krakens and stuff, because you're hitting all of them at once. But, yeah, Harmonic Wave, no, it's a no-go, because you have to get, like, close to the enemy and use it. Note Gatling, in this case, it actually becomes one of the best skills, but Groove Pulse is, the damage is, like, eh. And then Harmonic Flight, gotta get close to the enemy. So, it's not exactly good for, like, boss, like, killing, or as I like to call it, boss slaying, because it's like big bosses, and you're slaying them, like, slaying, like, a Goliath or something. But yeah, it's a pretty generous group. In terms of PvP, you could handle more than one player, most definitely, due to Acoustic Sphere, Harmonic Flight, but I would say, like, where, the skill that shines when it comes to PvP is Harmonic Wave and Harmonic Flight. Because, like I said, dodges can remove, and also I think you might take reduced damage in this state. Not sure. I would have to test that out. I don't feel like testing that out. I could, like, put a video right here. Put a video right here of me testing that out. And then, Harmonic Wave. It's a really good combo extender because it stuns them for a slight duration. So what I normally do is, let me zoom out my camera. What I normally do is this. Oh, wow. Completely fucked that up. I will just use Gale Fist for it instead. Use this, and then that'll zip them back there. Then maybe, like, Groove Pulse or something. Or, like, if they're close enough, I'll use, like, a skill that brings them in. It's really good for extending combos. Especially, like, if it ends off on a sword skill, like, or, like, any sort of, like, grab skill. So this would pair really well with the new, Justice Fist, as well as Gale Fist. I'm not sure about, the new Trick one, because I don't have that yet. Really close to getting it, though. But, yeah. In terms of swords, the swords that work best, obviously I've been using Dawnbreaker as, like, a demonstration, so that'd be pretty good. It's pretty much just the regular PvP swords. Saber would be good. Abyssal Crab Axe would actually be really good because you can slam them down and just Hail Mary, unleash all your skills. Soul Cane would probably be really helpful if you know how to pull that off. I tried using Hellsword, didn't work. ATK, if you know how to, like, be quick on your feet and stuff, that'll definitely work. Same thing with Sweet Lozenge. Blood Moon Twins, this is more of, like, a raid build. So only if you're in dungeons. I mean, it will work in PvP, it's not the best. Acro Spear, it has lots of potential, especially if you're on keyboard and mouse. It has a whole lot of potential, and I could see something like Melody, Acro Spear, and Justice Fist being a really good and competitive combo in PvP, especially if you know what you're doing with it. As far as other stuff goes, accessories, honestly, whatever your main accessory is. And is that it? Yeah. Oh, this sword has a sword counterpart. Well, no, this fruit has a sword counterpart like most legendary fruits do. Like, Doe has the fucking metal trident, although it's not really Doe, but it's still from the same guy. Phoenix has Dawnbreaker. Dragon has I don't really want to call this a counterpart, but Draken Fangs. And then Operation or Control has Kyoru V2. I'm not sure how well, I'm not sure how well Melody's counterpart works with it, because Melody's counterpart is the Sonata. because I don't have it yet. I've been trying to get it. Like, trust me, I really have been trying to get it. If you go to like my crew stuff, I have I have gotten 159 of the flag tokens. So I really have been trying to get it, and they don't even tell you the chances of it. They don't even tell you the chances. I would assume that it would be a decent counterpart, but not the best because it doesn't have like a really good drag skill. But it'd probably be a really good counterpart in the raid. That's what I can see from Melody and Sonata. I would most definitely suggest having like something like, even though Melody breaks dodges a lot, I would most definitely say do not rely on Melody for your dodges. Well, for breaking dodges. It's reliable, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty inconsistent. It's just best to have something in your fighting style. So Gale Fist definitely is not the way to go. It works. It really does work. Gale Fist works with like almost anything that's like close range that you need to like drag someone with. But like, I feel like Trick would be better, or like I brought up several times, Justice Fist. Maybe like Electro. I feel like all the older fighting styles are gonna become really obsolete because, you know, we have all the newer ones, and the newer ones actually like do a lot other than just get rid of dodges. Like Gale Fist has an entire counter, which is awesome. So yeah, but yeah. Anyways, this is Recommend Ketsu. This was my Melody in-depth dive. So, yeah. See ya.